Hello everyone, welcome back to more Slay the Spire. I am DisturbingPuppet. We're going to play around with the fourth character today, if everything works correctly. It's been a while since I've gotten back into Slay the Spire. Got it, what about 4 or 5 months ago. Played it quite a bit when it first came out, or when I first got it. It's kind of behind a lot of other people playing around with it. And messed around with all different characters. I've made decent progress, although I haven't played it in a little while. I'm definitely interested in jumping back in to check out the new character. So far, I think my favorite is actually the Silent. So we have a new character here, the Watcher. I don't know anything about the character. I haven't looked at any of the dev updates or anything like that as they've been building the character, so I don't know anything about the cards or the abilities. So we'll jump in. Start with 72 health. That's pretty high. The Watcher, a blind ascetic who has come to evaluate the Spire, master of the divine stances. Pure water. At the start of each combat, add a miracle into your hand. Okay. I've got nothing unlocked with this character. I haven't used him yet, so probably some of the cards and things aren't yet available. So might come back to this after I've unlocked some stuff with her just to check out some of the other abilities and cards. It's kind of cool design. A little floaty. At least confront the first boss. What? He's never said that to me before. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP is really good. Max HP plus 7 is also really good. I'm curious what a miracle is. Do I want max HP or do I want easy combats? I think I'm going to go for the max HP. I should be able to take out everybody as we go. At least that's my hope. Alright. So as I've gone through and I've played the game, I've actually only collected the 3 pieces maybe half a dozen times and made it to the heart maybe only a couple times. I've never beaten the heart so far. I've attacked it, then gotten destroyed. That's pretty much been it. So that's as far as kind of as I've made in progress. Lately I haven't even been making it through the final boss. It seems like I get to the final boss and then get killed. That's kind of what's happened the last couple times I did a run, but that was a little while back. I wouldn't mind going for this so we can get a piece, and then we get a relic as well. But I'd also like to maximize the number of fires we hit, so we can upgrade as many things as possible. So we have a couple, that's 3. There's actually 4 fires on this route. But we avoid the boss. Yeah, let's actually go this way. I want to get the fires. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have. Let me quickly turn the volume up a little bit. So we have a miracle. Retain 1 energy and exhaust. Okay. So retain cards are not discarded at the end of the turn. So just gain an energy, and then this card's removed. So I don't have to cast this right away if I don't want to. 9 damage, enter Wrath. In this stance, you deal and receive double attack damage. That sounds like a pretty major double-edged sword. Probably a good idea that I went with extra HP then. Strike, 6 damage, defend, 5 block, so pretty basic kind of thing. So Eruption's the only kind of special thing. So what do I want to do? Let's get some damage in, I guess. Even with Eruption, because these guys curl up, I don't think we're going to get through. 12 damage. Do I want... Well, I could go ahead and burn the Miracle right away. It's not a crazy idea. Let's just try to avoid taking any damage. And this is at the start of each combat. Okay, so we only get this not each round, but the beginning of the combat itself. So we'll see if I can take both of them out next turn here. Couple strikes, couple defends, vigilance. Gain 8 block, enter calm. Until next turn, prevents damage, calm. Upon exiting the stance, gain 2 energy. Okay, that's cool. If I can kill somebody, though, it's probably better to do that. So let's aim to kill. Just throw a block up for no reason. And no problem finishing you off. Did take a couple points of damage, but not too bad. I'm curious to see what kind of cards we'll have available as we go through. Crescendo, retain, enter, wrath, exhaust. So that's the double attack damage, and receiving double attack damage. Deal 7 damage. If the last card played this combat was an attack, gain 1 energy. Okay, that's pretty cool. Perseverance, gain 5 block. When retained, increase its block by 2 this combat. That's pretty good too, actually. You can see a lot of retained stuff with this character. That's kind of neat. I'm going to go offensive here to start with. Head up towards the merchant. Okay, so I could kill the little guy no matter what. It's whether I want to use Eruption as well. I don't think I need to, at least not yet. This we don't retain, though. Let's just kill the little guy, since he's going to attack. And we'll just get a little bit of damage in on the other guy. This will hold on to. Okay, so deal 7 damage. If the last card played this combat was an attack, gain 1 energy. Does that mean the last card I played during the turn, or does that mean the previous card to this one? Let's find out. So, is it the previous card? Yes, so it's actually previous card, not really the last card of the turn. The blocks don't really matter. He's not going to attack me. It doesn't really help me for the negative effect he's going to throw at me. Just keeping my frail up. And I think no matter what, we can kill him. Let's use Eruption just for the heck of it. Okay, kind of a cool effect. Attacks deal double damage. You take double damage from attacks. And go smack. Alright, so it's kind of some interesting mechanics. Cut through Fate, deal 7 damage, scry 2, draw a card. Okay, so looking at the top cards in your draw pile and discarding if I want. Pressure point, apply 8 mark. All enemies lose HP equal to their mark. Huh. Okay. Deal 4 damage. Whenever you change stances, return this from your discard pile to your hand. That's pretty good. I like the 0 costing cost stuff. I could definitely see this could potentially build up into a deck just built around marks. Let's take the 0 casting cost just to play with that. I don't really know what's the best stuff to grab because I don't know too much about the character, but I'm kind of getting a feel for it. Alright, so we have on sale, at the end of your turn, shuffle an Insight into your draw pile. Insight is draw 2 cards and exhaust. That's okay as a power goes. Gain 3 mantra. When you obtain 10 mantra, enter Divinity. Divinity, when entering the stance, gain 3 energy, attacks deal triple damage. Exit the stance at the start of your next turn. That's pretty good if I can get to the Divinity stance. Getting up to 10, though, I definitely would need more than 1 prey to do that. Gain 7 block, exit your stance. Can only be played if this is the only attack card in your hand. Deal 30 damage for 2. Crush Joints, deal 8 damage. If the last card played this combat was a skill, apply 1 vulnerable. I don't have enough for any relics. I'm kind of interested in prey. How much money do I have? Not a ton. Let's grab Study because it's cheap. And I kind of want to try Prey out. Although I feel like I probably need at least a couple for that to be really effective. I might be kind of watering down my deck a bit, grabbing that. As you make your way down a long corridor, you see a banana, a donut, and a box floating about. No. Upon closer inspection, they're tied to strings coming from holes in the ceilings. There's a quiet cackling from above as you approach the objects. What do you do? Eat the banana. Heal 26 HP. Donut. Max HP. +5. Obtain a relic. And we get regret. I don't really like a lot of the curses. I'll just take the bonus max HP. You eat the donut. It really hits the spot. Your max HP increases. Let's go for another event instead of a fight and see what we get. You find a shimmering mass of light encompassing the center of the room. Its warm glow and enchanting pattern invites you in. We can upgrade a couple random cards and lose 17 HP or leave. That's okay. I'm actually doing pretty well in health, so that's fine. Just a basic strike and defend, unfortunately. As you walk through the light, you notice that the light is absorbed into you. It's scorching hot. However, the pain quickly recedes. You feel invigorated, as though you received a well-deserved slap. I don't know that I've ever felt invigorated from receiving a well-deserved slap. Just checking real quick, make sure that's working. Alright, everything looks fine. Alrighty. I think I can hold off resting. Let's go ahead and see what we can upgrade stuff to. Alright, so Eruption just goes down to 1, so that's a pretty decent upgrade. Vigilance goes to 12 block, and in turn Calm, okay. Follow-up goes to 11 damage, that's an okay increase. Flurry of Blows, increasing damage. Study going down to 1, that's a pretty decent improvement. Gain 4 Mantra. That's going to definitely help getting to Divinity. Let's go ahead and do that, just because it's just going to increase the chances of being able to actually get into that Divinity stance. And if I want to hit the fires, I've got to go through an Elite next, so hopefully we have the health to get through this, and we're not going to die right away. I don't feel like we have that much offensive power. So this is the Gremlin Knob. He's going to summon gremlins and stuff, I think. A lot of defense here. He's not even going to attack yet. It doesn't really matter. Follow-up, get some extra energy, although it doesn't matter. The blocks don't really make any difference. He's going to buff himself. So I just realized I don't have any potions or anything yet. Miracle's kind of pointless to use. The defense are kind of pointless to use. Oh well. He's quite angry. Alright. Whenever I play a skill, he's going to gain 2 strength. Wonderful. Is this a skill? It is a skill. Okay. Attacking for 6. Let's do study. I'd like to get the hit in on him. I guess I could use the miracle and get the defend up. We are going to take a little bit. I probably shouldn't be using so many skills. Does this count as a skill? No, that's an attack. That's a skill. That's unfortunate. Flurry of Blows is not. Let's just hit him with that. I've got no blocking here at all this time. I probably should have done Eruption, although that's going to mean I'm going to take a boatload of damage. I don't really want to increase his damage. Yeah, I probably should have done this before Flurry of Blows. Even though I'm going to take 30 damage, it would have meant some extra damage getting hit on him. Does this only last for the turn? Am I in the stance for the turn, or not? If it's just for the turn, I think it's okay. Okay, we got Flurry of Blows back. Actually, I didn't realize it was discard pile to your hand. I thought it was discard pile to your draw pile. So that's decent. Let's just keep smacking him. Get a nice hit in. I don't want to increase the strength. It's going to mean way more damage coming at me. Hey, I found a Whistle is here. Hey, man. This is Slay the Spire. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. So it's kind of a rogue-lite card game, sort of going through a dungeon, and the cards are your attacks and defenses and stuff. And you've got various different monsters, bosses. There's random crazy events you can kind of run into, relics that'll increase stuff for your character. This is a brand new character they just added. I think just like 3 or 4 days ago, something like that. So I'm kind of playing around with it just to see how the character works. As you go through with different runs with the character, you'll unlock more cards. So right now I just have sort of the basic cards available to me. I'm this character, the Watcher, currently fighting a gremlin knob who is beating the crap out of me. This character has some weird things where you go into different stances that affect your attacks and defenses, and right now I have double attacks, but I also take double attack damage. So that's not fantastic. Actually, it might be fantastic. I can do 18 damage there, and 18 damage there. So I'm already in Wrath, so I'm not sure if this would do anything. I don't think it would double the Wrath. Let's just do 18 damage, and let's just use Eruption to kill him. Alright, that's one guy down. So we get gold, we get a relic. So every time we play 10 attacks, we gain some energy. So energy's playing a card, and we can add a card. So enter Wrath and Exhaust. Fasting. 3 Strength, 3 Dexterity, 1 less energy at the start of each turn. I don't like losing energy. I think we'll go with Pressure Point. So 8 mark, all enemies lose HP equal to their mark. Just another attack. So we've got a fire we can rest at. We probably should heal up at this point because it did take a good amount of damage. But we only heal 30% of our health. At the fires, we can upgrade cards, rest to heal, or get parts of a relic, which let us fight kind of after the final boss. Alright, we've got a relic, or we can grab part of the key to fight the final boss. I think I'll just grab the relic, probably. Whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. That's not that fantastic. But I don't think I actually want to go for fighting the heart at the end, so let's just grab the basic relic. This is mainly just to play around with the new character and see how they work. I don't think I'm going to have any chance of taking out the heart at the end. And we're back to another campsite where we can heal up some more, or we can upgrade a card. There's another 1 fire, I think, before the final boss, so let's upgrade a card. I do like follow-up, that's pretty good, so we can increase the damage there. Study we can make cheaper. What can we do with Pressure Point? 11 mark, all enemies lose HP equal to their mark. That's pretty good. Well, this is kind of a skill, not an attack. So for some things that will make a difference. Can increase Flurry of Blows, but only by 2. I wish I could reduce the cost of this rather than increasing the block that I get. Making Eruption cheaper isn't bad either. So Insight just lets me draw cards. It doesn't really help any other way. Alright, let's take Eruption and upgrade that. Just reducing the cost of some attacks. I have to be careful about using that, though. Yeah, I've got 1 more heal I can do before we get to the boss of this first level. Alright, we've got a Cultist. Typically they're going to increase their strength, which is increase their damage as we go. What do I want to do? He's not attacking me. He's going to buff himself this turn. Let's just get some damage in. Getting the block doesn't really matter. Getting study would be nice, but it's not that important. Getting damage in is probably more important. If I wanted to use my miracle, I could go ahead and get the study going. I guess why not? So that just gives me extra energy to cast a card. And we'll have study, so every turn we'll have a chance to draw some cards if we want. Now he's going to attack. Alright. I've got a good defense I can use to block his entire attack. We can throw the mark on him. Hit him. And then we'll just defend. Going to hold off using the insight. I don't have the energy to cast anything else. But his strength keeps going up. Alright, I might be able... So this would be 12 if we double it. We could also go with the prey here. I don't have enough to kill him this turn. So 9 plus 12... Oh yeah, that would actually kill him, wouldn't it? Because it would double this to 12. Yeah, just kill him. Why screw around? We got Flurry of Blows anyway. Free attack, and overkill. You would have loved to hear that explanation, but your internet cut out as soon as you started. Hopefully it was your internet, not my internet. Okay, so this is Slay the Spire. It's a rogue-lite dungeon crawler where you play as a different character going through a dungeon, working your way up through multiple different levels. You're kind of fighting different monsters as you go. There's monsters and elites that you fight, and then there's a boss for each level. As we go through, we have energy, which we use to cast cards. So this cost here is sort of your energy cost to cast a card. The cards are attacks, defenses, or special abilities. We also have, so we've got our health, we've got money, we can buy cards or potions or relics. So relics are things that will permanently affect your character during your run. Potions are kind of one-use things that will give you some healing or do some damage. So this is a new character that I'm kind of playing around with. I just added it 3 or 4 days ago, and just kind of testing her out. So have kind of some weird abilities with this character where we can have different stances that give us different bonuses while we're in that stance, which is not something the other characters have. So for right now, for relics, start of each combat, we add a miracle into your hand, which is just free energy that we get to use once. Every time we play 10 attacks, we gain 1 energy from this, so we're on attack 7. And this, whenever we rest, we can add cards. So this is adding cards after combat, usually. So we get to pick what cards we want to add to our deck overall. And then as we move through, we can also upgrade cards, so improve their effectiveness. Sometimes we can add cards that are already upgraded. Some cards you can upgrade multiple times, but most you just upgrade once. So Halt is free, so no cost. Gain 3 block. If you're in Wrath, gain 9 additional block. Okay, that's pretty cool. Like Water. At the end of your turn, if you're in Calm, gain 5 block. But that's only at the end of your turn. It's a power, so it's always active. So once I cast it, it's always going to do that. Deal 9 damage, exit your stance. That's okay. It's a good amount of damage for 1, and it probably increases if we level it up. I kind of like the Halt because it's free. We have lots of ways to draw cards, so it seems like a good way to add some extra free blocking. So this is kind of the path that we're going to take as we go up. The Fire is where we can heal or upgrade cards. There's a vendor that you can go to, the little money bag we already passed through down here, and then these are sort of random events, which can be good or bad. So these are regular monsters, whereas this is an elite. So we do get relics from elites, and then this is sort of the final boss for this first level. So we can take a couple different routes. We have to follow the route as we go through. We could either have 3 fights and then heal up, or we can have a fight, random event, fight, probably heal. So I think we're going to take that route because I am already down on health a little bit. Different enemies do different things, have different kinds of attacks. So this little guy, Spiky Slime, I think he'd probably, if we get him at half health, he'll split into 2 slimes. This guy steals money when he attacks me. Alright, we've got a bunch of attacks. We can have some extra block. That costs 2, though. So we can get some damage in. Let's start working on this guy. If he gets down enough, he'll actually run away from the combat and leave with your money that he's stolen from attacks. So I'd like to whittle him down if I can. So when we exit the stance, we'll gain a couple energy. But I have to change stances or play a card that exits a stance to leave it, it seems like. So maybe I should have grabbed that other card that let me exit a stance, because I don't have ways to exit stances other than changing from this one into the super violent one. I could go ahead and do this, get some energy so I can play one more attack. You can see sort of what the enemy's going to do, so to give you an indicator. So they're going to attack, and for how much, or if they're going to do something else, it'll show what it is. So we do have Eruption, so we can swap out of this, which will give us more actions. So that seems like a pretty good way. We can probably kill somebody off. We've got a couple attacks. He's going to do more damage, so he's my main target. So switch, so now we have extra energy, so we can do a bunch more stuff. I did just attack, so we can do a pretty good amount of damage there. Let's just kill him off. And I've got more than I even need. But I can't block that much, because in this stance I take double damage, and because I have Frail, my blocks are less effective. So I'm only getting 9, and we're going to take a bunch. Nothing else I could do. If I had potions, some of them will give you block, or do damage to enemies, but just nothing else I could do. So I could have killed either one of them, but I went for the guy who was doing more damage. Couldn't kill both, though. So we're still going to stay in the stance unless I do something to get out of it. That doesn't change my stances unless I get 10. This counts as a skill, so it's not actually an attack. This is free, so let's just do that. I can only block a max of 10. Let's plan on doing that. And it's just whether I want to get 8 damage in on him, or do I want to start working towards this. I've got to get 10 Mantra to enter Divinity. I think I'm going to need at least a couple of these Prey cards to actually be effective. So mark him and do a little bit of damage, but it doesn't count as an attack, so it's not doubled. And he's adding junk cards to my deck as well for the combat, so it just takes up a space for when I draw cards. I can have 9 block, but he's not even going to attack me. He's trying to do a negative effect on me. So I can switch out of this if I want to. I don't have any attacks I can use right now, so I might as well. I'll go ahead and do that. Let's get out of this. And this doesn't really matter because he's not going to attack me, but now he won't be doing double damage. Yeah, the exhaust cards, once they're in your deck, once you draw them and then get rid of them, they disappear at that point. So they basically just take up a space when you draw them the first time, then they're gone. Unless they're a curse, and there are some that will kind of stay with you until you get rid of the card. There's ways to get rid of cards if you want to. Sometimes events or going to the vendor will get rid of a card. You have to pay at the vendor, though, to do it. So if you want to thin down your deck as it goes along, which you might want to do, like wheedling out some lower level cards in favor of better ones. And if you run out of cards, you basically just redraw. So you have kind of a discard pile, draw pile. So whenever you use up your draw pile, it just reshuffles it back in. I usually end up with a deck of about 30 some odd cards, but it seems like if I go over that, it's just such a mess that I don't really have a good chance of getting what I need. It sort of becomes more about chance at that point. We can definitely pound on him. He's not even going to attack me this turn, so we should kill him off. And we get our gold back. We get a potion, discard any number of cards, then draw that many. And we can add another card. Just lucky. Scry 1. Gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. That's kind of an odd. It does count as an attack. So look at the top 1 card of your deck. Discard it if you want. Gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. It's kind of odd, but it is free. It does take up space in your deck, though. I think I might want to grab another prey, just so I have the increased chance of getting into divinity. I might be wasting my time trying to chase that, though. Let's go for the event. Some of these are bad. You come across an inconspicuous pedestal with a shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. It looks incredibly valuable. You sure don't see any traps nearby. So we can obtain it and trigger a trap. If we get it, it's 25 more gold from enemies, or we can just leave. Triggering a trap will probably do damage. I don't really feel the extra gold is worth it at this point because I am already hurt, so I'm just going to leave. If there was ever an obvious trap, this would be it. You decide not to interfere with objects placed upon pedestals. Alright, one more regular fight, then we'll have to rest up, and then we'll get to the Slime King, I think, is the boss on this level. Alright, this is a Slaver. He's going to attack for 13. I can double his attack. It's probably not a great idea. I don't have a ton of defense. I do have a good upgraded attack. Having the 8 block is nice. I'd like to get some more damage in if I can. How much damage could I do? So this would be 9. This would be doubled to 18, so that would be 27. And then I could do 8 more. So 35. Not enough to kill him. So if I went all out for attacks, I still couldn't kill him. Yeah, prudent spelunking. We're actually ascending the spire, so we're going up as we go. So it gets weirder. The background and stuff will actually change depending on your levels and stuff too as we go higher and higher in the spire. This is actually kind of like the floor we're on as we go up. So instead of going like down a dungeon, it's sort of the opposite. I don't know what the opposite of spelunking is. We're going into the sky. Let's have some block, and let's just do whatever damage we can. We're just going to have to suck up some damage, though. I could use the miracle, gain the energy, and block so we wouldn't take anything. That's not a bad idea. Let's just do that. I want to try to get to the final boss with as much health as I can, or the final boss of this level of the spire. Alright, so it's a less of an attack this time, only 8. We could definitely hit him for some damage, so let's do that. Follow-up gives us more energy. Still have... Yeah, I could block everything with 1, so we can do everything this time we want to. You know, and my nunchucks just triggered, gave me an extra energy, but I don't even have a use for it at this point. We'll just play everything. We'll take no damage, thank you. He did give me vulnerable, though, so we take 50% more damage from attacks for a turn. I do have my upgraded defend ready to go. I don't have a lot of attacks, though. Hit him with the free one. Got too many blocky things. I don't really have a lot of offensive ability, it seems like. Let's just block everything. I might need something to drop out of stances, too. There was an attack that I saw that I didn't pick up that would have given me the ability to do damage and drop out of a stance. Start working on that. So we're at 3 of 10 mantra I need to go into that other stance. But we're not taking any damage. This is sort of the amount of time, so the number here isn't like a multiplier, it's the amount of time that it's in turns it's going to be active. Alright, so I can do enough to kill you. Yeah, enough to kill you if I want. I can't get into Divinity Stance, so that's fine. Do the follow-up. And kill you off with a basic strike. Alright, Judgment. If an enemy has 30 or less HP, set their HP to 0. So instant death. It does count as a skill, not an attack. Protect, gain 12 block. If I don't cast it, it stays in my hand, but it does cost 2. That's a little high. Consecrate, 5 damage to all enemies for nothing. That seems really good. Why would I not take that? Alright, we kind of have to rest up here. We only get 30% of our health back, though, so we're still not going to be back at full health. Because of the Dreamcatcher, I do get to grab a card if I want. I can choose not to. If I feel like my deck's getting too big, I don't have to grab a card. Gain 6 block, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. Gain 7 block, exit your stance, so that's a way to exit if I want. Worship, gain 5 mantra, so this is another way to get to that divinity. Upgraded, it might cost 1, or it might increase the amount of mantra I get. I feel like 2 for that is a bit high. I'm going to grab the empty body, even though I just said I feel like I need more attacks. And on to the Slime King in his little top hat. So the Slime Boss, I think of Slime King, because Gremlin King in this too is one of the bosses. So Slime Boss, if his HP is at or below half, he'll split into 2 smaller slimes with the current HP, which will then split into 2 smaller ones, and so on and so forth. So right now he's planning to do a negative effect on me. What do I want to do? Well, let's do some free stuff. Let's see. We've got 3, so we can cast everything. We might as well. Let's have some mantra. We can have some block, even if it doesn't matter. We can do some damage. Hold on to my miracle, because that'll give me extra energy at some point. So we just added a bunch of crap into my hand. Well, into my deck, which will get shuffled into my hand. Right now, I don't know what he's doing. So we might as well hit him. We've got some attacks. And let's just hammer him. Get my Flurry of Blows back. Free attack. Have 12 damage. Our nunchuck's just triggered, so we got another action. This is free, so let's draw some cards and see what we get. I am in Wrath, but he's not attacking me, so the 9 block doesn't really matter too much. The defends aren't that big of a deal. Just because. I'll throw some block up. I could use my potion, but I'm going to hold on to that for now. What are you doing? He's preparing a bigger attack. So sometimes the bosses will do this, where they'll spend time to prepare like a major attack. I am doubling his attack, so this would normally be 35. 70, that's pretty bad. That's instant death for me if I can't get out of my stance, or I can't get him down to half health. If I get half health, he'll cancel what he's currently doing and plan to split in half. So that's probably my only choice, honestly. Right, so he's now interrupted because he's at half or less, so instead of that attack, he's going to split. But the lower I can get his health, the better, because the ones he's going to split into will have whatever health he's got. So have some more damage. Go ahead and pray. We'll get our mantra up a little bit. I don't have any way to draw cards unless I want to burn this to draw some stuff. It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Draw a couple cards and see what we get, hoping for an attack. And we get a mark, that's it. I could do this, which would drop us out of the Wrath stance if I use my miracle. That way, when he next turn has 2 guys that are attacking me, it'll do less damage. They won't be doubled, basically. Or we can do more damage now. I kind of feel like it's dangerous to be in Wrath when he's going to have 2 enemies that are going to be fresh that I'm going to be fighting. So I'm actually going to do that. We get Flurry of Blows back, which I'll instantly use. I just don't want to be taking double damage when there's 2 enemies that might both be attacking me. Yeah, even without it being doubled, 16 damage. Okay, so we're within 3 of entering Divinity, so we can definitely do it. So now we have a crap load of energy for abilities, but I don't have many cards I can cast. We're at 18 damage, wow. Let's see. If I can get these guys to half health, they'll also split, so start working on that. Let's draw some cards. Got another good hit. So now we interrupted him, so he's going to split. And we just have block. I don't know that I want to enter Calm. How long does Divinity last? Attacks deal triple damage, exit the stance at the start of your next turn. So at the start of my next turn, I'm out of this anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, they're not attacking me. I don't really have to do anything. Just let it go. So he's making my block less effective. He's split into a couple more. You can see if I end up with a lot of enemies that I'm fighting, if I'm doubling all of their attacks, it's going to be really problematic. Even if they're not that high, doubling them is going to make a big difference. Okay, I've got a lot of damage coming in. That's kind of a problem. I don't have a lot. This is kind of a wasted card. Because of the frail, this is less effective. At this point, I don't think these guys will split if I do damage to them. So I need to get you to like 25, so I have to do like 26 damage. I don't think I can do that. And we've only got... Stop it. Yeah, 17 is all I can do. Alright. Let's at least kill the guy who was going to attack me. So we're down to taking 16 instead of 26. And we'll have as much block as we can. So now I'm doing less damage, being weakened, 25% less damage. I do have the Eruption back. And I do have a way to get block and Wrath. I just don't have any other attacks. Let's draw some cards. Okay, that's some more. Alright, I think we can kill that guy. So we're going to do double damage. Finish him off. I don't have any more damage that I can do. Give myself some block, but that doesn't really matter. Do it anyway, just because why not? Okay, 32's not great. I can exit my stance, so that would half the damage. Let's do some damage first, though. So I need to save 1 for that. Let's do the free attack. Do the follow-up. Let's draw some cards. Flurry of blows. So we've interrupted him, so he's going to split. I still have energy. Let's draw some more cards. Get some slimes. Let's draw some more cards. It's a skill, but it does damage. So I can definitely kind of see how this could definitely build as we go, and you can just keep hammering enemies non-stop if you get the right card combinations built up. Kind of getting that percentages and stuff right as you build your deck each time is always going to be the issue. So he is going to split, but they're going to be weak. If I get a couple attacks next turn, I should be able to just kill off both of them with double damage. So I may want to stay in this stance, actually. As long as I get 2 attacks, I'll be fine, but what are the chances of that? Let's risk it. And there we go. Good. You can die, and you can die. That's 1 boss down. 2 to go. So we can apply weak, 3 weak, so basically just for 3 turns. What do we want? So these are rare, these are kind of yellow. Vault, take an extra turn after this one, then end your turn. Establishment, whenever a card is retained, reduce its cost by 1. That's pretty good. This is a power, so once we play this, it's in effect for the rest of that fight. Ragnarok, deal 5 damage to a random enemy 5 times. That's okay, but the cost is kind of high. Let's take Establishment. Play around with that. Get a relic. Okay, gain 1 action or 1 energy at the start of your turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. So normally this would be a really good relic to take, but I might burn through a lot of cards with this if I get the right combinations going. So I might end up playing more than 6 cards in a turn, potentially. So gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. So every turn I've got an extra 1. So this is an extra energy every combat, but I can only play 6 cards a turn. This is an extra energy, but all my enemies have increased strength, so they do more damage. And this one is have an extra energy at the start of your turn, but whenever you open a non-boss chest, get a curse. So negative cards that stay in your deck. So that's probably the worst of the 3 options. This one might be safe. I don't know how often I'm going to end up playing 6 cards. I max out at 6. Let's try that. There might be some combinations I don't know for this character. So this is the second part of the Spire. So this final boss is one of the tougher ones. I can't remember his name. He's a big knight in armor. Does a lot of damage. Let's see. 2. Looking for how many fires I can get through. The more fires I can hit, the more cards I can upgrade. 1, 2, 3. We can get 4 along this route. 1, 2. Yeah, probably along here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I do have some money, so let's go to the merchant first. Oh, actually, starting route. No, there is no bailing and leaving in this. You go until you die, and then you go again. And it's sort of like, it sort of implies that you're sort of doomed to keep doing this forever. There's a creature at the beginning. It looks like a giant whale with 3 eyes that kind of talks to you and gives you some stuff at the beginning. So it's sort of implied that you're doing it for that god's entertainment, kind of. So you can unlock new cards that you'll get in future runs. So as you kind of go through, that's pretty much all you'll get is the ability to have additional cards, more unique or different cards as you go through. So once we get to this level, stuff gets a little bit more dangerous. So this is a shelled parasite. He's going to attack me for 12 damage, 6 2 times, which sometimes can make a difference for your armor or abilities. At the end of its turn, it gains 14 block. Receiving unblocked attack damage reduces its plated armor by 1. So it constantly is going to be getting armor back unless I can break through the armor and do damage to it. So these guys are kind of a pain, depending on the character. The Silent is really good dealing with these guys because we can poison them and they take damage directly to their health. It ignores the block. But this character, I don't know. I can do some damage to your block. I can block a little bit. We can start working on getting some mantra. So let's do that. Let's have some block. Let's play that. And let's just start whittling down the block a little bit. So he's going to get 14 more armor on its turn, so it'll be up to 22. Once we get into this range is when stuff starts getting a lot more dangerous. I could weaken him so he'd do less damage, but I feel like I probably want to hold on to the potion if I can. We are back to full health because we started over again with a new section of the Spire. Do I want to weaken him? I don't really want to take 4 damage, but 4 damage isn't the end of the world. No, that was wrong. It doesn't add. So I've got to actually beat through the 14 to do any damage to his health, and then he gets 14, and it'll reduce it as we go through. Okay, 10 damage coming in. I'm not in a stance, so that doesn't really matter. I could immediately give myself some extra energy. So let's do that. Then we can do that. Get some energy back. The hit doesn't matter at all because I can't get through his block. I've blocked all of his attack. Halt doesn't matter, so basically I've got nothing I can do. Nothing matters. Even if I do the attack, it's not going to get through his armor. He's just going to go back to 14. But I block his attack. I think this guy, if he does damage to you, will also heal himself. Okay, so follow-up does carry over from turn to turn, actually. If the last card played this combat was an attack, gain an energy. Okay. So now I can probably get some good damage in, but I'm going to take a bunch of damage as well. So this might be a good time to use weak, depending. Alright, let's just go for it. So now we're going to do double damage. Get some more energy. I don't have the ability to draw any cards, though. I can give myself a whole 10 block, and that's it. Let's go ahead and weaken him. So he's going to do a little bit less damage, but still a lot. Don't have a way to draw any cards, so we're just going to have to deal with the damage. And he also hit me with Frail, so we get less block. We did a little tiny bit of damage to him, not that much. So now he's down to getting 12 armor return, because we got some through his armor. So this says enemies lose HP. Is that straight to HP? Yes, it is. Okay, so that ignores his block, so that's kind of cool. I do have 3 mantra. We can add 7. I'm still doing extra damage, so let's do what we can. Let's draw some cards. I'm trying to go for the kill here if I can. Not going to be able to, though. Yeah, don't have any other ways to draw cards here. Yeah, I'm already at 5, so I can only play one more card and I'm done, no matter what. So this is kind of the negative side of the Velvet Choker. So do I want 4 mantra or do I want 3 block? The 4 mantra isn't going to do me any good immediately. 3 block helps me a tiny bit. But that's it. Yeah, you can kind of see, even though I've got energy, I can't use any cards because the Velvet Choker is triggered. Yep, there goes healing from some eating of my flesh. Alright, this is straight HP damage. Need more of that. I can give myself 6 block. I think we can kill him here. Yeah. It took quite a bit of damage, though, to get through. We've got an upgraded prey we could grab. Retain, gain 12 block. I do have that one card that'll reduce cards' costs that are retained if I hold on to them. I think it reduces by 1 for each turn, so this could end up being cheaper. Let's go all in on trying to get Divinity as much as and as often as possible. See if we can buy anything useful. So here we can actually remove cards if we want. Take a look at my deck. Is there anything that I want to get rid of? I think I'm fairly happy with everything. Study is kind of mediocre, but it does let me draw more cards. I can afford some relics, so these are permanent increases. So the next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics. That's kind of cool. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. That could be really good, because I would assume it would double and then also double for like the stance that I'm in. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, gain 6 block. So the more you burn through your deck, the more often you're going to get some free block. The Pendib's tempting. What's on sale? Shuffle an Expunger into your draw pile. Exhaust. Expunger. Deal 9 damage X times. So based on how much energy I have that I put into it. That's interesting, but I don't feel like it works with my deck that well. I could be wrong, if I may be reading it wrong or something. I feel like the pen nib is my best choice. I can get more block if I'm in calm. We could also grab potions. What do we have? Fill all your empty potion slots with random potions. Enter calm or wrath. Okay, so this is something unique to this character. And draw 3 cards. I wonder, there must be just the 3, so there must just be Calm, Wrath, and the Divinity stance. It must just be the 3 for this character. I was wondering if there might be more. So we have another attack here I haven't seen before. Deal 8 damage. If the last card played this combat was a skill, apply 1 vulnerable. So if I play a block or something else, then this does put a vulnerable for 1 turn on an enemy. Having random potions. Drawing 3 cards. I might take the random potion one, actually. Just because it'll fill all of them if I use it. So if I'm fighting a boss or something, it might not be a bad idea. That might be kind of stupid, but let's go for it. Alright, what's next? This bastard. Spheric Guardian. So he's going to add to his block. Block is not removed at the start of this guy's turn, so it does build up really high. And then he's got Artifact, so debuffs don't affect him until I've burned through his 3 artifacts. So the first debuff I put on him, he's just going to lose an artifact instead. Once all the artifacts gone, then I can actually debuff him. But until then, not going to do anything. So, what do I want to do? I can pretty much do everything. So we might as well. Which I should have used that. Yeah, whenever you change stances, so I should have played the Flurry of Blows, then gone into the stance, which would have then gotten it back to me, and then I could have cast it again. If I'm understanding the way that works correctly. Which is possible, I'm not. Yeah, so he's just going to keep building up and building up and building up this defense. So we do have 20 attack coming in, so this should be straight to his HP. But it counts as a debuff, so the artifact gets negated. Alright. I can't pound through his defenses, but we can start weakening them. I can have 8 block. That's really about all I can do. So let's have the 8 block and just start whittling down his defenses. I'm going to take a bunch more damage here, which isn't good. There's kind of a big increase in damage from as you kind of go through each level of the Spire. So from the first one, fairly reasonable, not too bad. This gets a bit higher, then the next one is even higher. So we've got follow-up, that's free, actually get through. Can I kill you? I don't have any other attacks. That's really crummy. Alright, let's get out of this stance. Get the Flurry of Blows black. Get a little bit of damage in. We'll just throw up as much defense as we can, I guess. We've got 20 damage coming in, which is an awful lot. Just do everything. I'm kind of maxed out again. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't play anything else. But we're going to take a bunch of damage. Getting awfully weak. Alright, but he's totally out of block, so hopefully I can kill him this turn. Did we only get 1 attack? We only got 1 attack. That That is not good. Oh, I can get into Divinity Stance, though. Right. So now you're dead. Take 27 damage. Okay, upgraded cards now available. So 14 damage, exit your stance. That's pretty decent. Sands of Time. Retain. So this was one that would reduce in cost over time with that other card if I get it played. Deal 26 damage. When retained, lower its cost by 1. So it's lowered by 1 anyway, and then that other card, if I had that out, would reduce it by another 1. So this could potentially end up being free if I have it in my hand long enough. But I've got to keep it in my hand for a while. Retain means it doesn't go away. Deal 9 damage, scry 3, draw a card. I feel like this might be good if I can get it in my hand early on, then we can just hold on to it and then do a decent amount of damage, but eventually 26 isn't even that much. 14 for 1 is pretty good. So I'm actually going to take that. Alright, so we've got a head for... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Head for the fires. Alright, these guys always come in a combo on this floor. So we have basically a healer and an upfront guy who can block and do damage. So always try to kill the healer first if I can. We've got 20 damage coming in. That's not awesome. Let's do a little bit of damage to everybody. So my next attack will deal double damage. It already shows you, so the green shows that it's being affected. I don't have to cast it right away. It's the 10th attack. So I can block a little bit, but not that much. Alright, let's just do our damage to you. It'd be nice if I could combo that with being in Divinity or being in the other stance. You could probably do just a massive amount of damage. Do I want to go ahead and throw Study out there? Sure, why not? Getting dangerously low in health. Okay, so we have Eruption, so I can enter Wrath, I could do an attack, and then I can exit Wrath. Would that be enough to kill somebody? Maybe. That'd be just 3. Alright, let's try to kill you. That's 28 all by itself. Yeah, let's finish you off. Exit out of the stance. He's going to defend himself, so that's fine. Let's draw some cards and see what we get. We can have a free Flurry of Blows, and let's keep working on the Divinity. Okay, 12 coming in. Let's see. Not in a stance. I don't have enough to get to Divinity. Do some straight health damage. So I can get extra energy. Do that. Do the Flurry of Blows. We're going to run out of cards we can cast, though. Exit it. Get some energy. Get Flurry of Blows again. And I can only play, what, one more card? I've almost got everything blocked. I can't get through his armor, but it's going to go away at the end of the turn, so it's not really going to make a difference. So I'll just give myself more Divinity, or more Mantra, to get to Divinity. Keep getting whittled down. Alright. Got enough. Have a flurry of blows. Have a nice hefty strike. Let's draw some cards. I have to keep watching this to see how many more I can cast. Oh, we get a bunch more card drawing stuff. I'm not in Wrath, so this is only 3 block if I use that. If I use one of these, I've only got the ability to use 1 more card. But hopefully it'd be better than 3 block. You can have 5 block. I guess that's better. That's my maxed out on the cards. Can't even use my free stuff. So this may not have been the best choice. I might have actually been better off going for the one that increased my enemy's strength by 1. Just because with certain combinations I would be, yeah, like this, I'm drawing and using just a ton of cards. I have a ton of insights here. He's going to attack me for 18. That's bad. I don't have an attack to use first for the follow-up to trigger to give me the extra energy. Let's just have some block. Let's draw some cards and see what we get. Okay, this doesn't count as an attack. This does. And that'll kill him. And we barely got through that. Okay, attack potion. Choose 1 of 3 random attack cards. Add to your hand. Cost 0 this turn. Add a card. Nothing's upgraded. Flying Sleeves. Deal 4 damage twice. That's okay. Enter Calm. I think I'll take the damage. I feel like I need to do more damage. Alright, it'd be nice if this gives me some healing. Sometimes these are just fights, though. Scaling the city, you notice a wall covered in the writing of ancients. As you try to wrap your head around what the puzzling symbols and glyphs could mean, the writing begins to glow. Suddenly, the message becomes clear. Elegance. Remove a card from your deck, or Simplicity. Upgrade all strikes and defends. I'm going to upgrade all strikes and defends. The truth is always simple, so all of them are going to do more damage or give me more block. And that should work pretty well with some of the stances. I've got to rest. I really don't have a choice. We're still awfully weak, though. Another flurry of blows is very tempting. Fear no evil. Deal 8 damage. If the enemy intends to attack, enter Calm. I think I like flurry of blows better. So we're going to head kind of straight up to the next one. A couple fights to get through. Oh yay! 3 cultists. They're all buffing their own strength to start with, and after that they're going to just increase the strength every turn. It's just going to get more and more of a problem as we go. Okay. You're the highest. Let's just start whittling you down. Let's give myself an attack. So whatever I grab here will be free for this turn. Deal 7 damage to each enemy. That's pretty good. Deal 12 damage. The additional damage equal to mantra gained to this combat. Reach Heaven. Deal 10 damage. Shovel a Through Violence into your draw pool. 0 for deal 20 damage. Yeah, let's have that. So I can do 2 more cards, and that's it. I just have defends, though, unfortunately. I could grab some more potions. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. What did I get? Gain 5 strength. At the end of your turn, lose 5 strength. Fill all your empty potion slots with random potions. Deal 20 damage. You know what? Let's just kill him. So the strength increases the amount of damage that my attacks do. This does the same as what I had, so we'll use this at some point, and we'll hold on to that. I don't need to use the defends because they're not attacking me. We took out one of them, which is decent. Now come the attacks. Okay. 4 damage twice. 14 damage. 23. So we do about 31 damage total. That's about it. I've got no blocking. That's not good. Alright, we might as well just start doing as much damage as we can. Got some extra energy from the nunchaku. Take the prey. Guess I'll take the establishment, not that it matters too much at this point. If I had used the flex potion at the start, I might have been able to kill him. It might have just increased it just a tiny bit, the amount of damage, though. So I probably should have done that. But we're going to take some damage. Nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. But yeah, if I was paying more attention, I probably should have taken the flex potion and then focused on that one guy. I might have been able to kill him, although maybe I would have had to go for the other guy that was a little weaker. So now the strength just keeps increasing. We're now at 9. Alright, have a flurry of blows. Not getting any stance stuff right now. Let's draw some cards. Let's do some damage to everybody. Not quite enough to finish him off. Yeah, if I want to kill him, I've got to use the potion. So let's just do it, and we can just kill him off. Just throw up some block. And I've run out of cards I can play thanks to the Velvet Choker, but we've got the block enough for the damage, so we're not going to take any actual real damage. Now we've got 12 coming in. Okay. Can I kill you? Do have the eruption, but I've got no other attacks. That's not enough to get me there. Well, I could do this. So we can have some block. I'm going to run out of cards I can use, though. Then we do that. That gets me the Flurry of Blows back, but I can only cast one. Crap. Yeah, this choker is actually killing me. I should have taken the one that increases the enemy's strength. There's definitely ways that I can cast just massive amounts of cards with this deck, but I just can't do it thanks to the Velvet Choker. So we can get 8 damage in, or I can have 8 block. That's it. That's my only choice. So I think I'm going to have to go for the block. Still going to take 8 damage, though. We're doubling his attacks. If I'd done that a little differently, I might have been able to kill him. How about we just do 40 damage? Bye-bye. Yeah, we're getting kind of low in health, though, as we go. Blessings of the Forge. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Okay. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've actually seen this potion before. Nirvana, whenever you scry, gain 3 block. Fasting, 3 strength, 3 dex. Gain 1 less energy at the start of your turn. Don't like that too much. Upgraded empty body, gain 10 block is your stance. Let's grab that. We have one more fight. We've got to make it through. Then we get a relic. Then we can rest and heal up. I'm not sure we can make it through, depending on what we're fighting. Yeah, one of these guys and the Spore Cloud fungal beasts. So these guys, like a rotten rat with fungus growing out of it. If we kill this guy, he boosts the damage of everybody else, so that's not fantastic. What am I going to do here? But he doesn't have the armor, so it's easier to kill him, but then it's going to make him harder. Do I want to upgrade all my cards in my hand? I probably have better combos I could get than this. Alright, let's just do some damage. I think we can probably kill the fungal beast. Yeah, that would finish him off. But then he's going to do more damage. So it goes up from 12 to 18 damage for this turn. That's enough to kill me if I don't have any block. At least have some. It's tempting to just grab some random potions here and see what I get, but I'm not quite dead yet. We're getting close, though. Got another 18 damage coming in. I've got a bunch of defense. They are upgraded. I'm not in a stance. I'm not sure I really want to double his attack damage, though. Almost everything's upgraded, so this doesn't really do much for me. It would upgrade the Consecrate. If I had a way to drop out of Wrath, I would do it. I'd go into it, do some attacks, and then drop out of it, but I don't have a way to drop it. Alright, I'm getting desperate. Let's upgrade everything. Let's drink. Get 3 potions. 10 damage to all enemies. Gain 5 dexterity, so this improves your block. Smoke Bomb. Escape from a non-boss combat. Receive no rewards. I might have to do that. 5 dexterity would give me more blocking. So we're already at 8. I've got enough I can block everything, actually. So we can just weather this turn. I'm not going to go into Wrath. Let's just have a ton of block. I might need the Smoke Bomb a little bit later. We'll kind of see how it goes. So now I've got a way to drop out of a stance. Multiple ways to drop out of my stance, actually. Alright, 10 damage coming in. I can get some damage through his shield. Actually, a decent amount, thanks to the pen nib. Doubled my attack damage there. Let's have some block. Still going to take 3. That's not great. Let's have the mantra. I kind of feel like the establishment really isn't doing much for me, but I can definitely see combinations where it could work really well with this character. I'm going to hang in here. We'll take 3 damage and kind of see how it goes. Unfortunately, he's healing. If things get really bad, I'm going to Smoke Bomb and get out of here. What can I do? We can pray twice and actually get into Divinity stance. So that's not terrible, but I've got to kill him if I'm going to do that. I can use the potions whenever I want, so let's see. Let's become a goddess and do some damage. Yeah, 27, that's pretty fantastic. But it is not enough to kill him. I could do 10 more. If I could just do a few more points of damage to him. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. Crap. So I have to kill him or I'm going to die. If I could just get him down 5 more points, I could have finished him off with the explosive potion. If I could just draw some cards or something, that would be nice too. But I think instead we've got to throw the Smoke Bomb and get out of here. We get nothing, but we can move on. Free relic. If your HP is at or below half at the end of your combat, heal 12. Or we can have the key. I'm just going to take the relics. I'm not even going to worry about trying to get the key. And we've got to heal up. Do I want anything? Enter Wrath and Exhaust. Don't really feel like it's worth it. If it was free, maybe. Deal 6 damage, add a smite into your hands. Smite 1, deal 12 damage, exhaust. That's not bad. Cut through Fate, 9 damage. Scry 3, draw a card. That's not bad either. Let's take the Cut through Fate. I haven't used those. Yeah, screwed. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. I might be okay now. If I can heal up enough, we've got a couple more fires where I can do some healing. If I don't lose much damage, and these aren't fights, we really only have one fight before we get to the boss on this level, but he's probably going to destroy me. Okay, this one's not a fight. Good. Haven't seen this before. The Colosseum. Thwack. You were knocked unconscious. Groggy and with a throbbing head, you awaken to find yourself thrown into the center of a massive stadium with an overflowing audience of slavers, cultists, and other denizens of the city. An armored giant with a golden crown bellows at you from atop. We now begin the 4,200th combat. A gate on the opposite side opens. And it's a fight. Well, I was hoping it wasn't going to be a fight. Okay, at least we have some health. We've got defense, so I could block almost everything if I just focus on defending myself. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. So we can do 8 or we can do 9. Let's do 9. Doesn't really matter too much who we hit. I can block almost everything. I could use my speed potion to block everything, but taking 1 point is not a big deal. At least now it's not a big deal. Could use the miracle, and we'd have just enough space left on the choker that we could use the sleeves to do 8 more damage. Yeah, why not? Just get in what we can while we can. And I do have that explosive potion, which is 10 to all enemies, so do damage to each. Got a couple exit your stances. We've got 15 damage coming in. I've got blocks available. Let's just keep focusing on this guy to kill him. Okay, we got an extra energy from our Nunchaka. Let's start working towards divinity. And let's just max out our block. Got the damage covered. Whittling him down. Did weaken me though, so that's less damage. So I do less damage, and I'm taking more damage from vulnerable. Okay, I could definitely dish out a bunch of damage this turn because of the eruption. I could even get out of it right away if I want to. Okay, 13, that's 10. That's enough to kill you. That's 6. Let's kill you, get some more energy. Got 3 more cards I can play. Let's do a boatload of damage to you and exit the stance. And then we can do this and kill you unless... Alright, just enough. Just enough cards to kill him off. That's the kind of combo I want to see. Well done, weakling! The giant mock claps whilst he riles up the cloud. I can't speak. The giant mock claps whilst he riles up the crowd in exaggerated gestures. Gold and confetti shower you. Time for the real challenge. The last battle left a small opening in the Colosseum's wall. You can easily escape through there while everyone is distracted. Do you stay and fight? Cowardice. Escape. Victory. A powerful fight with many rewards. God, I really can't talk right now. Okay, I feel like I should run away. I did get some health because of the meat on the bone, because I was at or below 50% health, so I got 12 extra health at the end of that. I'm assuming it's probably against an elite of some kind. I probably would get a relic if I beat him. I do have a couple potions. I'm not sure which I should do. If I should just run away or try to get the rewards. I've never actually seen this event before, so I'm not sure what I will get. I'm worried about it saying powerful fight, so I'm just going to run away. Take them on. Oh, too late. I looked over too late. So take them on. I have a little bit of a delay between the stream and when it goes up. So I didn't see that until it was too late. I apologize. I think I just would have died. I think it might be connected to the boss of this region is kind of a big knight, big armored knight. I think he's the champion, so he's a really tough guy. So it might be that that event is specifically tied to him. I've never actually seen that one before, though. All right, and here we're just going to rest again. So we're now getting up okay health. Third Eye, gain 7 blocks, scry 3. Okay. Draw 2 cards, exit your stance. Evaluate, gain 6 block, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. I don't particularly like any of these. I feel like they're just weakening my deck by adding them, so I'm just going to skip. Got another event. Or I could hit the vendor. I don't have very much money, though, so yeah, just go for the event. Sneaking past a group of shrouded figures, one of them approaches you. Got anything for me, friend? Maybe some coin? I just need somewhere to stay. I have treasures I can trade. He seems delusional but harmless. For gold, obtain a relic. Or I can rob him. I'm not going to do that. Or just leave. Yeah, I've got enough gold. Oh yes, here, fair trade. What did we get? Mango! Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 14. I actually got really high max HP of 98. Alright, we've got a regular fight. Then we can rest up. Then we've got the main boss guy. He's going to be a problem. I haven't been able to level up any of my cards in a while because I've been so focused on healing. Got this combo again. Alright, let's just do some damage to everybody. Let's do a little bit to the healer. Got 8 damage coming in. Easily block it. Don't need to do anything else. He's protecting the healer. Do get some less block from here on out. Okay, he's going to hit me for 12. What do we want to do? Alright, let's do this. Go into Calm, we'll get the Flurry of Blows. Do I have enough to beat through that? Probably not. So let's just hit him. We'll exit the stance, get some more energy. I just have to watch how many cards I can use. Got Flurry of Blows again. Do follow-up. Can only do one more card. I've got everything blocked, but all I have are blocks, so yeah, whatever. Great. Just what I don't want, healing. Okay, 8 coming in. I do have Eruption. I've got the Flurry of Blows. So I could do Flurry of Blows, I could do Eruption, then get that back, then I could do it again. But I don't have a way to get out of it, and I don't think that'd be enough to kill you. So that'd be 9 plus 4 plus 8. So not nearly enough. Just do what we can. Do have the pen nib up. Actually, that might make a difference. So that'd be 18 plus 8. Yeah, not enough to kill you. It's tempting. It's very, very tempting. I could at least block something, just not very much. I feel like it's kind of dangerous to be in Wrath. But let's go for it. We actually get 2 of them back. Didn't realize I had 2 in the discard pile. Okay, I can only cast 2 more cards. 16 damage is bad. Let's have some block. Pray. Unfortunately, now we're stuck. We've got no more cards I can play. We're going to take 10 damage. More protection for the healer. I might be able to kill you. Yeah, let's do the Cut Through Fate. So this is the top 3 of my hand. Not sure what it's doing here. So this is me looking at the cards. I want to kind of get rid of this, but I'm not sure how that works. Okay, yeah, I went to the discard pile. That's what I thought. Alright. So that's 16 damage, that's 18 damage. Let's kill you. Still have a decent number of cards I can play. Just do as much damage as I can. Yeah, let's draw. How much is that? 28 damage. Yeah, I have 28. It drops me out of Divinity, but there wasn't much else I could do. I only got 1 more card I can play. So I could get a little bit more damage in. He's about to drop a shield on himself, so we might as well do that. And again, I could have done much more if I had picked a different relic. And now I know. So next time, if I have the choice, don't take the Velvet Joker. Okay, this gets through his defenses. I could go back into Wrath. So these would then be 18. Yeah, that should just kill him, I think. And now 36, because we got in Divinity somehow. How did I get in Divinity? 17 gold, strength potion. Start of each turn, add smite to your hand. Okay, it's a power, so once I have that, it affects every turn. Wait for the hand. Whenever you gain block this turn, apply 1 weak to all enemies. That's kind of cool, but it's only for the turn. I feel like Battle Hymn might be decent. I'm getting kind of high up on my deck size, though. Oh, it's a powerful one. Let's just go ahead and grab it. Just see how it goes. So, healing to max, probably. Yep. Or I can upgrade a card. I have quite a few upgraded, because I did upgrade all the basic strikes and defenses. Yeah, I feel this is going to be a tough one no matter what. I'm curious what the Battle Hymn upgraded would be. I think I've got to go to full health. This guy's really tough. Yeah, I can take the upgraded follow-up. That's good. Good card. Alright, this guy's a pain in the butt. The champ. So he's going to buff himself. He does a lot of like strength boosts and things, and then he can even burn away poison that's on him and stuff. So even if you poison him a bunch, which works early on, he can just get rid of it later. So the Silent does a lot of poison effects that do damage every turn, but he kind of ignores that. So you're kind of ignoring me, so I'm going to start working towards my Divinity. Just going to hang out and pray for a bit. Get a hit in on you because I can. And I don't need any block or anything right now. What do we have? I can gain some strength, we can gain some dexterity, we could do damage. Keep those in mind. I'm probably going to need those potions or I'm going to die. So he's giving himself a couple extra strength. Well, we can do some follow-up. Basically free. I could actually get into Divinity now. I should have done that. That's kind of stupid. I was being dumb. Alright, let's have the Battle Hymn. Yeah, I could have put myself in Divinity and then done those attacks. That was kind of stupid of me. I could have even done it and then increased my strength and then done the attacks. So that was really dumb of me. I should have paid more attention to the cards I had. I was just looking at defenses and stuff. Alright, let's just have some block. And I'm going to hold off on this for now. I don't want to go in Divinity now because I don't have any attacks that I can make at the moment. Because I foolishly wasted them. So now he just gave me vulnerable and frail, so I get less block and I do less damage. Or I receive more damage. Alright, we've got a smite, so 12 damage, consecrate. Nothing to get me to Divinity, which is unfortunate. Nothing to draw cards. He's going to hit me for 27 damage, which is a lot. I have 5. Have 14. Crap, I don't have any way to draw cards. Got no block at all. I'm just going to suck 27 damage right in the face. Just going to do what damage I can. That's it. So our next attack will do double. So next turn, we can hopefully get some good damage in on him. Alright, nothing to get me to Divinity. You can get into Calm. I can do a lot of damage there, 24. He's not attacking me. He's going to do a negative effect on me. Alright, let's have some extra strength. So that'll increase the damage, so we're now at the 28 there. Let's just throw as much damage at him as I can. Pendib ran out. Still doing a little bit more because of the strength bonus. I don't have a way to stop him from putting the negative effect on me. Yeah, let's get a way to draw some cards in the future. And that's about all I can really do. Armor doesn't, or block doesn't really help me much. I could do a little bit more damage to him, but doesn't matter. He's insulting my weapon. So now I've got a couple turns of 50% more damage from attacks. And I'm still doing 25% less damage. Okay, I can get into Wrath. He's going to hit me for 27, so going into Wrath is probably a bad idea. Let's draw some cards. Crap. I was really hoping I could get a way to get into Divinity. We're so close. Let's do it again. I'm burning through my cards, though. Okay. We can scry and then try to grab something. All right, let's do that. That's not helpful. Yeah, I don't want either one, actually. So let's get a random one. Yeah, there's what I want. Although we can only do a couple more cards. So that's 31. 13. So would it be doubled if I go into Wrath? I think it would just drop, because this is tripled. If I do this, it would actually just drop it from triple to double. So I don't want to cast Eruption. Only 2 cards I can cast. That's terrible. Alright, let's go for the most damage we can. That's 13, that's 24. How about 24? And unfortunately, thanks to the Velvet Choker, we're now stuck. Can't cast anymore. I could do 10 damage to him with the Explosive Potion. It's not much, though. We're just going to have to face tank 27 more damage. Okay, now he's going to use a block and a buff. Got a crap load of cards here. Let's see. Follow-up is ready. Smite's only 10. We can mark him. I don't need to worry about defending myself too much. Let's get some free damage in. And a pressure point. The dexterity helps you increase your blocking, so it sort of increases a percentage of your block. So if I had, this is what, 5 dexterity, so this 8 block would probably be 10 or 12, something like that, if I had 5 block. It's not a straight 1-for-1, I don't think. So it basically just increases your defensive abilities, the effectiveness of your blocking. But he's got things that are affecting my attacks and blocks. Actually, the block one's gone now, it looks like. So I'm just doing 25% less damage because I'm weakened, and I'm receiving 50% more damage from attacks because I'm vulnerable. But he's not attacking me this time. Yeah, it's only 10 damage. It's really crappy. That's my only attack. I could draw some more cards. Let's do that, see what we get. Nothing super useful. Down to 2 cards I can cast. Let's draw some more cards. yeah, 10's about all I can do. And we've now maxed out again on the Velvet Choker. We're doing okay, actually. This guy's really difficult to deal with. We've got him down past his half. So he gave himself Metallicize, so he's getting himself some extra block every turn. And he's about to buff himself again. Follow-up's good to go. I can get out of a stance. I don't have a way to get into a stance. He's not attacking me, so we might as well just do what we can. Start working towards Divinity again. That's at 28. That's pretty good. Oh, it's because we're on the pen nib. So 32 or 28? I think we'll take 32. A nice hit. 14 still isn't bad. Got 1 left. I can cast only 1 more card, so it doesn't actually matter. Even if I draw cards, I'm not going to be able to do anything because of the stupid Velvet Choker. So I might as well just hold off. Yeah, this is when he gets angry. So he's just given himself 8 extra strength, so he's now doing 18 times 2. That's almost going to kill me all by itself if I don't block. What can I do about that? Probably not a lot. And you see these insights, once I start getting them, really kind of fill up my hand a bit too much. And then the Velvet Choker causes me to not be able to draw too many, because I'm burning cards to draw. I've got at least one, I've got a couple defensive abilities. Go ahead and increase my dexterity. So now, yeah, so it is 1 for 1, so that's up to 13 block. That's at 8. If I'm in Wrath, it's 14, but that would double him, so I definitely don't want to go under Wrath right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do that, get up to 21. Still going to take a lot. Got 14 damage we could throw at him. We're doing double damage there, let's do that. Let's use the Smite. We can do 2 more cards, let's draw and see what we get. But I can only use one of them. Yeah, just 11 damage. So we're going to take a bit. We survived his execute, but we're not in great shape. Okay, we've got 1 prey. That's not enough to get me to divinity. The smite's 14. Keeps getting that health back. I'm definitely in trouble. It's not going to kill me this turn, though. Too many of these insights. Let's just draw first. So we can go into Calm. Let's throw the Smite at him. Yeah, the retain cards you keep in your hand. Normally you discard all of your cards. So that's kind of why these insight cards are sort of filling up my hand, is because they don't go away at the end. So each round, usually you discard all your cards, unless they have the retain ability. So we are holding on to these insights, so they're kind of taking up a lot of space. Follow-up's now good. Got the extra energy there. I've just got to watch the stupid Velvet Choker. Only 3 more cards I can play. Crap. We've got a little bit of block there. So we'll take 12, kind of regardless. Just going to go ahead and do that. Only 2 more cards I can play, which really sucks. I could set myself up to almost be in Divinity. So next turn we could probably get some good damage in. I don't think it'll be enough, though. Or we can just do a little bit of damage now. Well, we could actually do 22. That would get him under 100. That's reasonable, actually. Yeah, let's just do that. Too many insights filling up my deck. Alright, now we're in trouble. And this is not great. So I could go into Wrath. We could then Smite. I could then get out of Wrath. But I've got to watch how many cards I play. We could also draw some cards and hope, but that's kind of crazy. This is 14. Alright, let's hit him. 72! 72! Got the pen nib up, though, so this is double damage. Wow, 56? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I've got to hit him for 56 damage. How can I not hit him for 56 damage? Okay. Got enough. I can still play some attacks. We've got a 12. I'll get that back when I drop out of the stance. 22! That's enough! Got him. The champ is dead. Another explosive potion. We barely made it through that fight, though. Okay, take an extra turn after this one. End your turn, exhaust, scrawl, draw cards until your hand is full. Exhaust, lesson learned. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, upgrade a random card in your deck. Exhaust. So exhaust, it's removed from the rest of the fight. That's pretty good, but it is 2 for only 10 damage. If I can time it well, that's helpful, but otherwise it's sort of deck filler. I'm not sure I like any of these. Vault's decent, but the 3 cost is pretty high. I'm actually going to skip. I know these are all rare, but I'm not even going to take one. Let's go for a relic. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. Upon pickup, obtain 1 potion, gain 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5, obtain 1 card, and upgrade a random card. That's pretty good. Double the effectiveness of potions. That's okay. I don't think I've seen that one before. I like the tiny house. That gets us over 100. We upgraded a card. This is my least favorite potion, so it randomizes the cost of cards in your hand. There's an enemy that does this to you. I'll take it because I don't have anything else to grab. I've got a space. Pressure point is decent. Worship, gain 5 for 2. I don't like the cost. Wheel kick. 15 damage, draw 2 cards for 2. That seems a little pricey as well. It does have the draw 2 cards. I'll grab the pressure point. I feel like I need to do a little bit more damage. We're getting our deck a little bit big. So this is the final one. See if we can actually survive. At this point, I'm not sure. We do have a ton of health, though. Alright, what kind of path can we get here? Two from there. 3. So that's 3. That would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it seems like I can only get up to 3. Only 3 rest stops on the way up. Picking my route is kind of one of those things to be careful about. I probably should take more time picking routes. I usually just kind of jump in. We could get to the vendor early here and then get up this way, but then we're sort of locked in. Go over to there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Get the vendor sooner. Vendor, head over. Alright, these guys could be a problem. Alright, we have a spiker. So thorns, whenever he's attacked, he does damage back. He's going to keep increasing those thorns as it goes along, so it's going to be harder and harder to hit him, or do more damage to me. Exploder, he'll explode in 3 turns, dealing 30 damage. That's not great. And this guy puts a bunch of random crap in my deck. So Exploder is probably my first priority. We could do some damage to soften them up. Let's go into Wrath and some 18. We can kill him in 1. Gotta watch my cards though. Kill you off. Nobody else is attacking me. You're going to do damage back to me, so let's do as much as I can to you now. Just because I don't like taking that damage if I can avoid it. And we'll just start working on Divinity. And then, why not? This doesn't count as an attack, so I don't take any damage from the thorns for that. The 10 damage isn't really enough. Once we get to this part of the spire, 10 damage is almost nothing. So I figured I might as well just burn the potions and make up some space for others. Okay, that'll kill you. That'll kill you. Doesn't really matter. And I'll just kill you off with that. Alright, that wasn't bad. Upgraded Flurry of Blows, yes please. Let's see what kind of event we get. The Woman in Blue. From the darkness, an arm pulls you into a small shop. As your eyes adjust, you see a pale woman in sharp clothes gesturing towards a wall of potions. Buy a potion! Now! She states. I'll buy one. Ambrosia. Enter Divinity Stance. Cool. So there are, I guess, I don't recall seeing potions that were specific to each class before, so that's kind of neat that there are some in this one. Let's go to the vendor. What have you got? Get your hand out of the way. What's on sale? Follow-up. Basic follow-up's on sale. Nothing's upgraded. What do we have here? Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. It's okay, I can't afford it. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during your turn, gain additional energy next turn. Whenever you break an enemy's block, apply 2 vulnerable. So they take 50% more damage. That's okay. Talk to the hand. Deal 5 damage whenever you attack. You enemy, gain 2 block. 6 damage to all enemies. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand and exhaust. Better buy that potion. Do you mean the smoke bomb? Got gain 2 energy. Smoke bomb. Gain 5 dexterity. Yeah, the smoke bomb's not a bad idea. I can get rid of this too. I can't sell it, but I can just get rid of it. The smoke bomb would save me potentially. So let's grab that. I'd actually rather have energy than this snack of oil. Alright, we have to get rid of this then. Let's take some energy. And I don't really care too much about the cards, so that's fine. I can't afford to get rid of a card, so that's it. Alright, another event. It's a fight. So this guy is an Orb Walker. At the end of his turn, he gains 3 strength. He's going to attack me for 10. He's just going to keep getting stronger. Well, I do have some attacks. And because of the pen nib, we're doing double. That's more at 18. Let's do that. Follow up. A little bit of free damage. Don't want to do anything. Nothing I can really do. Blocking most of it. That's fine, I think. No, I've never played Renowned Explorers. I think I've looked at it once or twice, but I never actually picked it up or anything. There's a couple other card games kind of similar to this one. This one was pretty popular, was in early access for a while, and then there's sort of some similar kinds of games that have come out since. So Renowned Explorers is good, huh? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Let's see, 13 coming in. I've got some blocking. Block up to 11. I could start working... Actually, I can block more than that. Start working towards Divinity. We can do a little bit of damage. Let's work towards Divinity. Because he's just going to get stronger as we go, and that's not good. So let's just block here. Get a little bit of damage in and try to avoid taking it. I forgot about these burns. So at the end of your turn, if I have it, it's going to do 2 damage to me. It does get affected by my defense, so if I have some shields up, it will hit those first. It doesn't go directly to my health. But still, not great. Draw. Great, another bird. Awesome. Alright, have a little bit of damage. Well, crap. These are kind of useless. I could go ahead and play them, but it's not really doing much for me. Got extra energy, Divinity Stance, doesn't help me too much at this point. Yeah, just go ahead and cast these to have them in effect, because they're powers, so they're always active. Take the extra shield. So this is going to absorb 4, so we'll be down to 3 shields. Then we'll take a bunch of damage. Unfortunate. I'm actually going to be really surprised if I make it to the final boss here on this set of the Spire. 19. What am I going to do? I can get into Calm. I can get out of Calm and get energy. So we can hit you. We can go into Calm, get those flurries back. I've just got to watch how many cards I play. I can get out and get more energy. These are free. That's only blocking 8. Let's get a little bit more damage in. Yeah, it's just free damage here. Get the better one back. Yeah, if I didn't have this Velvet Choker, I could kill him. Because I only can play one more card. Now we're kind of stuck. I've got cards that would kill him off, but I just can't play them. So definitely taking that Choker, I thought might be a problem. Definitely a problem. But now you're toast. Alright, upgraded halts, that's not bad. 4 or 14 in Wrath. Evaluate, gain 10 block, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. It's okay. I think I'll take the halt, actually. Alright, so we want to get to this fire. Right. One, 2, 3. Yeah, let's avoid the elite if we can. So 1. I've got an elite here either way. I can go this route though and go to the next one. Great. 3 jaw worms, all attacking. Well, not all attacking. So they all have extra strength. Okay, this might be a problem. For the game, there's 3 sections of the Spire you go through, and then if you collect all of the keys here, which you can if you opt out of grabbing a relic, or resting or upgrading a card, you can get a part of the key. That gets you to an additional fight. And then there's some challenges and things that you can do as well. So there's a couple different things that you can do to kind of keep pushing yourself. But basically there's 3. If you have all 3 parts, you get to a 4th one, but it's a lot shorter than the others, and the enemy at the end is like super tough. So kind of at the end, if we get there, you get to sort of the heart of the Spire and do some damage, and then you just drop over dead. If you actually have all 3 parts of the key, you go to a 4th section of the Spire, and then eventually fight the heart. But the heart is crazy hard. I've never killed the heart. I've only even made it to the heart a couple times, because you have to get through some elites and stuff to get to him. Okay. Me no likey. Alright, let's have some block. Could do some attacks. We could get some extra energy with the potion instead of using the card. 3, 4, 5, 6, but doesn't matter. I can use it regardless. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do it this way, because it doesn't actually matter. I'm not going to run out of space with the choker. You're the toughest. So probably these guys are attacking this turn. They'll probably do something else next turn, and this guy will attack next turn. So let's hit him. Do a little bit of damage anyway. I still have that smoke bomb if I really need it, but if I'm down enough that I use it, I probably wouldn't survive the next encounter. A couple praise. I do also have that potion that puts me right into divinity. Follow-up is free. So yeah, these guys are doing something else. So this guy's attacking this turn. Can almost get to divinity with the 2. I've only got 4 block. That's not ideal. Alright, kind of do everything here, but it's not going to do a whole lot of help. We're still going to take a bunch of damage. We're close to getting to divinity with the cards. They're boosting their strength and giving themselves some protection. Okay, we've got Battle Hymn. The smites are pretty powerful. Yeah, I don't have a way to get into divinity. I could give myself some block. That would also give me some extra energy. All of them are attacking, so that's not good. 43 damage coming my way. Can I kill one of them? I don't think so. Let's have some block. Get the flurry back. I've got to watch the cards, though. Let's just go for as much damage as I can. Kill you off. Now we're down at 26. Can still use both cards, so that's fine. We're just not going to get through his armor, so it's not going to do any good. Guess we'll take Battle Hymn. Four damage won't matter because their protection's going to go away at the start of the turn anyway. So I'm just not even going to bother. Now we're getting into dangerous territory. Got the Smite. We've got Wrath available. I could also just jump right into Divinity Stance. That would be triple damage. I've only got a couple attacks, though, in Divinity Stance. Well, I'll get the Flurries back. We've got the Smite. I wouldn't use the Eruption once we're in Divinity, because that would drop me from Divinity into Wrath. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. I think we're kind of screwed no matter what here, so let's go for going out in a blaze of glory. 36 damage. You can take 36. And then, well, that's 24, wow. 8, 24. Oh, it's because we have the pen nib up, that's why. 12. 8. Okay, I can kill him. I can't kill him, too. Well, yeah, I've got the eruption. Eruption's 27, so that would kill him. Yeah, let's just finish him off. I wasn't even looking at the eruption because of the wrath. Okay, we did alright. Bowling Bash, 10 damage to each enemy in combat. Battle him. So this is the upgraded one. I have the basic one. So innate, so that just means it starts in my hand at the beginning of every combat. So that's the only upgrade, the only difference. It just becomes innate. I've got the upgraded follow-up. These are okay. I do feel like my deck's getting a little big, though. If I picked up the upgraded Battle Hymn, I'd want to probably just get rid of the regular Battle Hymn. Follow-up is pretty good. Bowling Bash is okay, but probably at this point not that effective, because most of the enemies have too much health. If I didn't have this stupid Velvet Choker, the follow-up would be a bit more effective too. Got one regular follow-up and one upgraded follow-up. I kind of feel like grabbing anything at this point is just muddling my deck a bit too much. They are upgraded though. I guess we'll take the follow-up. Gonna have to heal here. Protect, retain, 16 block. So it's upgraded. It's a retain, so if we hold on to it and have the other one in effect, it will get reduced in cost. Probably the upgraded halt is better, though. Or I shouldn't take anything. How many blocks do I have overall? So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's actually only 8 out of 32. Yeah, we can grab that, I guess. It's free. Okay, did I take the right path? Yeah, I think so. We've got a couple of events. We've got a relic, another event, then a couple of fights. Then we can potentially rest again. All right, so we might get through this quickly if we don't have fights at these events. Hey, free relic. Molten Egg. I'm not even going to worry about getting the keys, because you need 3 to actually make a difference. Whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. Alright, sure. Totally fine with that. Now we have a fight. This is the Spire Growth. He's going to do a negative effect on me. So I can immediately do some damage to him. Let's throw out Battle Hymn so we can start getting those smites. What else? Do I want to go into Wrath at this point? He's probably going to attack me next turn. I could just do some basic attacks instead for now. And just kind of see what he does to me. We'll do that. Doesn't actually matter too much. He's not attacking me, he's going to do a negative effect, so I'm just going to see what it is. Constricted. At the end of your turn, take 10 damage. Okay, that's pretty bad. And he's going to attack me for 22. Not a good combo. This might be when I should just bail and use a smoke bomb. Can I take him? I'm not sure I can. 10 damage every turn. Or is it just 10 damage once? I'm not sure. I've only fought this guy a few times before. I'm not sure if it's 10 one time or if it's 10 and then 9 and then 8 and then 7, kind of as it ticks down. You know what? I'm just going to say bye. I just want to get to the final boss if we can. Although he's going to destroy me. Let's have another relic. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That sounds good. So we'll have event, we'll have 2 fights, a heal, 1 fight, heal. Probably. Oh yay, another fight. So this is the Maw. So he is vulnerable, so he's going to take extra damage right now. Can I do much to him? Not much. He's going to do a negative effect to me. Have a flurry of blows. Have a strike. I'll throw out steady. Nothing else really matters. The blocks don't matter. So I put weakened, so I'm doing less damage, and frail, so I'm getting less block. Only a 5 attack, that's not too bad. So I can pretty easily block that. Let's just go ahead and do that. I've got okay attacks here. Start working towards divinity. Just do a little bit of damage. I could draw something I can use if I use this. I've got the miracle as well, but I feel like we'll just hold off. So now he's going to buff himself. So we could go into Wrath. We could do a few attacks. Well, that's not an attack, that's a skill. I just keep missing that. I could then exit it if I want. We can get the Consecrate off while it's active. It's just not that much damage. Yeah, why not? Get the Flurry of Blows back. Pen nib is up. I might actually want to grab a card and see. So that's 15, that's 18. Let's do the 18. So he's already marked for 8, so I can increase his mark and then he'll do more damage. So that takes 16 damage. Or we can just do 7. Yeah, 16 is better. I think that's how it works. Yep, 16. You can only do 1 more card thanks to the Velvet Choker. So let's exit the stance, just so he's not going to do extra damage to me. I get the flurries back, but I can't use them, unfortunately. Yep, strength going up. I can definitely see how you could build the deck around marking. So he's marked for 16, so every time he gets a mark, he's going to take however much damage the mark is. I could get into Divinity if I play 2 cards to do it. I don't have any blocking, though. Let's see if we can get a card that would give me some kind of block. Nope, doesn't seem like it. I'm still not sure how this works. Like, choose any number of cards to discard. Yeah, I'm discarding those. So we should draw that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 2 more cards I can cast, thanks to the Choker. 28 is a lot of damage to take, though. So I can do 18 or 13. Or we could draw some cards and hope I get something that would give me block. It really sucks. Really taking this choker is killing me. I don't want to take 28. Let's draw cards and see if we get something. Yeah, just defend. Crap. Or we could do 20 damage. 20 damage or block 6 damage. So I'd get him down to about half health if I hit him for 20. 6, I'm still going to take 22. That sucks. Alright, I gotta try to block what I can, which is really unfortunate. Alright, we got tons of cards. He's going to use a buff. So we might as well just do as much damage as we can. Which isn't much, unfortunately. Could get into Calm. Yeah, let's just throw as much damage as I can. He's not going to hit me this turn, so that's fine. And if I can get out of the stance, I can get some extra energy in the next turns. 31 damage is a lot. Okay, and we've just got a handful of insights, which is really crummy. So throw those out because they're basically free. Gotta watch this stupid Velvet Choker. Let's draw some more. Give me something useful, please. That's not that useful. 2 cards I can play. Yeah, crap. I could try to draw something, hoping it's better than 8, but it probably won't be. 1 more card left. 18 damage is definitely not bad. Having energy really isn't the problem with this character. The thing that's restricting me the most is the Velvet Choker with the 6 cards per turn limit. So follow-up is good to go. He's not attacking. Let's just draw cards and see what we get. I'd like to get some damage in if I can. Could throw out Battle Ham and start getting smites. Yeah, let's do that. And again, we're stopped because of the Velvet Choker. This guy's sort of like a mini-boss. 14 times 4, yeah, that's going to kill me. So I got to kill him, or come up with a ton of blocking. I've got Eruption, so we've got Wrath. We can get into Wrath. Getting out of Calm will give me more energy. I do have some attacks in my hand, including a Smite, so that would be good. Might be able to kill him off. So 36 and 24 is not enough. I need about 11 more points of damage, something like that. Oh, we've got Pressure Point. He's already at 16 with his mark. Nice, now you are dead. As long as I can play enough cards. Yeah, hit him with the Smite. Yeah, the Smite, as I needed that extra damage to finish him off. Okay, Wrath is saving me. Draw 3 cards. Adding more cards. I don't really want to add any cards at this point. I feel like it's too dangerous to add any more cards. Unfortunately, we just had a fight. We've got 2 fights, and then we can get to a rest spot. We've got these suckers again, but this time we've got 2 explosives. They are vulnerable to start with. Okay, let's hit everybody. I'm going to take damage from the thorns. These guys that are going to blow up, I probably want to take out first. If I can. Get a couple praise in. That gets us almost to divinity. Might as well. I could draw some cards. I've got enough energy to maybe do 1, depending. I've got 1 more card I can play. Well, let's go ahead and take the risk. 22. 28. Alright, let's kill this guy. Then this guy who's left is almost dead. So we've got the exploders taken care of. Next, the guy with the thorns is probably the biggest problem. But he's going to keep increasing his thorns. This guy is the one with thorns. He's going to keep increasing his thorns. So yeah, up to 5 now. It's going to keep going up 2 every turn, pretty much. Which is not good. 6. We can almost kill him with the flurry. Strike will finish it off. Okay, let's have some defenses, and then we'll hit you. Absorb some of it. And then I'm just going to hit the other guy. I can try to use the marks on the spiker if I can get those up, because those don't count as attacks. If I get them anyway. Okay. No attacks. That's not great. I don't think I need any more insights. It kind of gets crazy once the insights start coming in. I just end up with a handful of insights. We've got a bunch of blocks, but no attacks. Take the battle hymn so we can start getting the smites. None of the rest of this really matters, and I don't think the study is that helpful. So I'm just going to let that go. Keeps upping those thorns. Okay, so I can get into divinity. But I don't think I even... Well, yeah, I mean, I can kill him with the smite. I don't have to do anything else. Would do more damage, so I could probably get 1 hit in. I'm able to kill him. We'd take some damage. I really don't want to take 9, though. We're kind of low. But if I just keep cycling through my deck, hoping that we get the marks and then putting them on him, it could take a little while. But that's sort of where I'm heading. So let's try to cycle through to get those marks, if I can find them. I don't want to attack him unless I can put defenses up first. And I can block some of it. So we can block everything. We'll hit him, do a little bit of damage. If I can avoid taking damage, I'll hit him, but otherwise I'm going to hold off. Try to use the marks to finish him off. There we go, pressure points. Yep, don't take any damage for that. Yeah, I can't hit him without taking anything, so that's it. I just need 1 more pressure point. There we go. Alright, didn't take as long as I was afraid. Skill Potion gives me a random skill for free. Sanctity we haven't seen before. Gain 6 block. If the last card played this combat was a skill, draw 2 cards. That's okay. Nirvana, whenever you scry, gain 3 block. Yeah, again, I'm going to skip. I don't feel like it's just padding out my deck too much. One more combat to get through. Oh, yay. It's my old friend, Mr. Spire Growth. Alright, let's see what we get. So anything I get from here is free. Choose a card in your draw pile, play the chosen card twice, exhaust it. Don't have anything in my discard pile. Deus Ex Machina, unplayable. When you draw this card, add 2 miracles to your hand and exhaust. Okay, that's kind of cool. Sure. So when we draw that, it'll give us extra energy for additional stuff we can do. I don't have any blocking at all, so we're about to take 16, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I guess we'll start working towards Divinity. We'll do some damage. And we'll get double hit in there. Well, that's it. We're just going to have to take the 16. So this time he's going to do a negative effect on me. We've got some follow-ups. We've got Vigilance, Cut Through Fate. Alright, let's Cut Through Fate. What do we have? Pressure points could be pretty good. Take that, start marking him to kind of build up over time, hopefully. And enter Calm. Block doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of doing this so that if we can get out of it, it'll give us extra energy. Got that 10 damage again. Again, I'm not sure if it's just 10 and it's gone, or if it's going to do 10 and then it goes down to 9. I can't remember. It's been a while. So we do have the pressure point. Let's definitely do that. What else can we do? Consecrate's only 5. That's only 4. So we can get out and get extra energy. I don't think I need it. We might as well do this. Hit you with the flurry, but again, I'm going to watch the number of cards I've played. Let's have 10 block. 2 more cards. We can do a little bit more damage. We are going to take some damage here. And that's the max for the Velvet Choker. Okay, can I kill him this turn? Probably not. We just have 1 attack. I don't have a way to draw cards. This might be it. Yeah, we're going to take 10 again. So it's 32 total. Yeah, I don't think I can survive this. I don't have a way to draw cards. This doesn't help me this turn. I can block about 11 of it, but that's not enough. I can only do about 9 damage. I don't have a way to draw cards. I can do more stuff, but I don't have any way to get new cards. So yeah, we're definitely dead. Nothing I can do. So we'll go down fighting, but that's about all I can do. I have as much block as I can. I'll hit you. Battle Hymn is ready to go. Study's working, but that's it. So that's going to take all but 1 point of our shield. Then he's going to hit us. We're going to die. We got really close. And we're dead. Defeated. I'm going to need a new map. Alright, we got through 46 floors. 17 enemies slain, 1 Exordium Elite, 2 bosses. Stuffed? What's stuffed? Increase your max HP by 30 or more. Okay, cool. So we did unlock some stuff. So now, next time when I play with this character, I have cards that weren't available this time that will be available next time. So that's kind of how it progresses. So as you kind of play the characters, you have more cards that are available. So gain 2 mantra, gain 4 block. Okay, that's cool because it's a 0 cost. That's really good. Enter divinity. Die next turn. Exhaust. Okay, so I guess you have to kill all your enemies or you die. That's pretty crazy. That seems really excessive to just straight up die. I would have expected maybe like enter divinity, take 50 points or something, 40, 50 points. But it is only 1. Devotion, at the start of your turn, gain 2 mantra. That's a power, so this is every turn. Once you play this, you're gaining 2 mantra, so you're going to get into divinity way more often with this. That's really good too. So I can definitely see how you could definitely build around just building up straight for divinity, or you could try to do something more with a lot of the free cards and swapping in between different stances, kind of like I was doing. But yeah, that was pretty good. I like the character. I'm definitely going to play around with this character a bit more. Probably not super soon, but I might do another stream just playing around with her just to see if we can make it. At least I didn't get totally humiliated. We made it most of the way through the 3rd section. It would have been nice to get to the last boss, but I felt like we were barely making it as it was. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks. Hey, I found a whistle. Nice to see you again. I'm not sure when I'll be doing something next, but we'll kind of see when I can fit something in. But yeah, if you're interested in other streams, I have done a couple streams of Slay the Spire before that are up on my YouTube channel, along with some older streams. Pretty much all my old streams go up there, as well as some stuff that I record separately instead of streaming first. So that's also Disturbing Puppet, one word. Thanks a lot. Hopefully I'll see you again. Have a good one.